time to look at yet another cheap headset. This, my friends, is the JBL Quantum 100. Okay, well, this is actually just the box. I'm not gonna lie, I opened these about 4 weeks ago because I got very impatient. Okay, enough about the box. Let's talk about these little cuties right here. And I wanna go ahead and just kick it off with the things that I actually did love about this headset. Naturally, we have to start with what's most important, and that's audio. And yes, it is something I weirdly loved about this headset. You know, when I first picked these up, I imagined that the bass on these was gonna be just extremely heavy. Like they were gonna try to push it way beyond what it should. But really, the bass wasn't bad at all. This is honestly, in a really weird way, a pretty neutral sounding headset for gaming. Now, I'm not gonna talk about music, I'm not gonna talk about movies or anything like that. This is strictly a gaming headset, and so that's how I'm just gonna look at it, as only its gaming performance. And with gaming, quite honestly, it was pretty incredible. Like I'm not gonna lie. Bass is definitely there, and it's a little punchy, but like in a really good way. Mids and highs, honestly, were perfectly clear as well. Like playing Apex Legends, gun sounds, audio from that, not a problem. It was not nauseating, it wasn't tiring. But then when we turn to something like Lost Ark, yes, I fell into the trap of playing that. It's honestly completely enjoyable. I mean, in a game like Lost Ark, like I'll end up playing it for like 3 to 4 hours straight. And never once do I have to take these off because the sound's getting tiring. Now I do have to turn down the volume a bit because they do seem to kind of get a little clingy if the volume gets too loud. But other than that, like, it's really not a bad sound coming out of it. I'll leave it at this. For a $20 headset, great sound. Now, if it was like a more expensive, if I was paying like $100 for these, I'd probably expect a little bit better audio, but you know. And one thing that I absolutely love, and I have a lot of headsets. I have $100 headsets, I have $50 headsets, you know, I have a big range of headsets, and none of them ever seem to get this right. These driver walls right here, these have some incredibly deep driver walls. So for me, as my ears kind of stick out, I got these goofy weird ears, they don't touch the inside of these things, and it's incredible. Now, I'm not gonna say that they're perfect, and we will get to the things I really hated about them here in just a minute, but for what they are, it's pretty incredible. Now, the cushions on these things, they're not like faux leather. I don't know what this material honestly is, but it is very soft and it's very cushiony, especially on the headband portion up here. This part right here is very comfortable. I'm bald and I need something that definitely gives some great cushioning and some great support, and these actually offer that in a weird way. Now, the ear pads, though they look like they're gonna be pretty small, they actually fit around my ears just fine. Now, this is only compliments on the cushioning that they use. You know, for being $20, how long is that gonna last? How long is this gonna hold up? I honestly don't know. But after about 4 weeks of using them as my daily driver, it's been going fine. Now, the next thing too is that they're incredibly lightweight. Now, it shouldn't be a surprise. They are 100% plastic. I mean, they are plastic through and through. Every single bit of these is plastic. If they could have found a way to make the wiring side plastic, they probably would. And then the mic on this thing. The mic on this thing, which I'll have some complaints about it here in just a minute, it's unbelievable. Like, it sounds like one of the best headset mics I've honestly probably ever heard. It's disgustingly good. I have a short link down in the description where I compared this against the Blackstar V2, and this thing blew it out of the water. This is a $20 headset versus a $100 headset, and this makes the $100 headset sound like pure doo-doo.
There was a boy named Porky Beans who liked to fart and cause a big scene. Now, his nickname might sound mean, but they called him the farting machine.
And then the cable on this thing. They used a braided cable, which I did not expect. I did not expect a braided cable. Normally a headset at this price, you're probably gonna get some type of like weird rubberized material, which is, you know, I mean, it's fine too, but this cable's so light, it's so flexible. I don't know, once again, I don't know about durability, but it is light and flexible. And then they put this slight little angle at the end, which is always nice, especially if you use these on your Nintendo Switch or on your mobile phone. And of course, as everybody has to talk about it, swivel ear cups. Now, swivel ear cups aren't the end-all be-all for me, but when a headset has them, it's always nice. And when a headset has them at $20, it's even better. Now, the reason why swivel ear cups are so good, one, you can rest them around your neck, as everybody always has to point out. I never rest them around my neck. I don't know why, when I take my headset off, I just take it off completely. I don't rest it around my neck. But a huge benefit to swivel ear cups is that they can actually shape around your head. So instead of just staying straight like this, they can bend a little bit, which is great because our heads usually kind of have like a forward-facing angle like that. But now we have to talk about the bad things. Though this headset is only $20, I will not judge it lightly. First, it's completely plastic. You know, not surprising for 20 bucks, but I've seen headsets that only cost about 30 bucks that have more metal than these do. So these are 100% plastic, which means they're not going to last long. Unless if you babied them and took the absolute best care of them and basically rarely wear them, they're not gonna last very long at all. And that's a huge problem, especially if you decide to pack these up. If you're a person that travels a lot, maybe you travel with your Nintendo Switch or you travel with your mobile phone, as cloud gaming is becoming extremely popular. If you're tucking these in and out of your bag, you have to be incredibly careful with them. One, because these joints are gonna break easy. These hooks right here are gonna break easy. And I'm honestly worried about how long this cable can last before it snags on something and just pulls out or snaps or something. So I mean, I could be wrong, but I just don't see these lasting an extremely long time. But for 20 bucks, you know, you get what you pay for. And to piggyback off the plastic build, it has a ton of sharp edges. So all these edgings around the plastic and everything, they're all extremely sharp. And you can easily scratch off a lotto ticket with these. And that's not a big deal at the moment because none of these portions actually touch my head. But as this foam breaks down, as it wears down, and the same thing on the top, you know, that's going to reduce the rigidity? I never know that word. Anyways, it's going to reduce it, and it's probably going to start touching your head at some point. And when these sharp edges right here start to touch your head, it's not going to be very comfortable, and you're not going to be able to wear these for long. Now we have to discuss this mic arm right here. Though this mic sounds incredible, and I'll give them major props for that, what is this mic arm? What? Dude, I don't know what's up with this thing. Like, this thing is so weird. So it's the rubberized material that I expected the cable to be made of, basically. And now it is extremely flexible. I mean, you can bend this around in any weird position you need or whatever you want to do with it. But I don't know, it's just a strange mic. I've never had a headset that came with the mic arm like this, and I really don't like it. I would much rather be that kind of like that metally material that bends easy, but you know, I mean, it's, once again, for 20 bucks, I guess I can't expect much more than this. Now, the controls on the back right here. Thankfully, it does come with controls, a little push button to mute the mic, and then this little wheel to adjust the audio volume, but they feel cheap. I mean, they, once again, are plastic, not a surprise, but they feel incredibly cheap. I mean, especially if you're using these a lot, they're gonna start to wear down, they're gonna kind of start to get that glossy finish to them. And then my last gripe with these, though they are surprisingly comfortable, the material that they use for these ear pads, it traps in every single bit of heat. Holy crap. There's zero heat dissipation coming from these. So after you wear these for a while, you will start to get pretty hot on your ears. Like, you're either gonna have to pull them off or you're just gonna have to deal with it. I usually just end up dealing with it, but like, man, they will trap in a lot of heat on your ears and you'll probably get a little sweaty in the summer. So here's the biggest question. Should you buy the Quantum 100s? A lot of that's going to depend on what you're actually wanting them for. Say if you are a primarily Nintendo Switch user, or say you just got the Steam Deck and you're wanting a little cheap, light headset that you can just toss around in your bag, throw it around pretty easily, then yeah, I honestly think it's not a terrible headset to pick up. I mean, for 20 bucks, if you did break them, you could easily buy another pair. And is it worth $20? I think they are. I think they are. I would honestly maybe kind of rather to see maybe be like 15 bucks. But like I said, once again though, the audio quality and the mic quality are pretty incredible. So I definitely think that right there drives the price out to be, you know, pretty justifiable for 20 bucks. Now, if you're not a mobile gamer or if you don't have some type of portable system, I think all in all, the only thing these are really gonna be good for is like a holdover headset. Like say you just broke your headset, you need something quick, you need a quick fix. Pick up a pair of these for 20 bucks so you can save up the money to get something better. That's probably what they'd be good for, because like I said, the only concern, the biggest concern I have with these is how long they're honestly going to last. No, though this headset is pretty good for 20 bucks, what if there was another headset that could blow this completely out of the water for only $20 more? Well, check out that video right here. All right, now leave. Go on, get out of here.